This week, we are talking about using the county's tax collector's website to check for back and unpaid taxes on a property and what future taxes you may owe. Before you buy, you need to know what taxes or tax certificates you will be on the hook for. You also want to know if the property is going to shortly be put up for tax deed sale. In this two-part video series, Bill is going to walk you through how to get information freely available from the county, as well as some lesser-known places that are free, that are at your fingertips.
Hi, I'm Phil Kelsey, and welcome to The Real Deal. My wife, Janet, and I have been investing in real estate for 30 years, and we've learned a thing or two along the way. In this video, I'm going to continue on our discussion about purchasing foreclosure properties, but it really lends itself out to purchasing any property. And we've been talking about the different sources that you need to check. Online information that's at your fingertips that you need to have research prior to entering into a contract to purchase property or deciding to bid on a property at the foreclosure sale or the tax deed sale. We're going to talk about looking at the tax collector's website and researching unpaid taxes on the property and what you'll be required to pay in the future. We touched on that a little bit in our Property Appraiser website video, but I'm going to go back out to the Property Appraiser website and I'm going to click on the link to the tax collector website. Now, you can go directly to the tax collector website if you prefer. However, I like to make absolutely certain that I understand what property I am looking at on the tax collector site. That can get very confusing, and as I've told you before, you need to be absolutely certain that you understand what property you're bidding on. If you're purchasing it from a realtor, if you're purchasing a house from a realtor, or any other way than through a sale such as a foreclosure sale or a tax deed sale, you need to be absolutely certain that you know what you're bidding on. And so I can't stress enough that you want to look all through the documents, look at the complaint for foreclosure, look at the tax deed sale documents, and focus on the legal description that is being foreclosed on, and follow that through the documents. And the same goes to here. You want to see it on the Property Appraiser website. The nice thing is, if you're on the Property Appraiser website, it'll give you an address, it'll give you more information, it'll give you pictures so you'll be more comfortable, you know what you're bidding on. But make sure that legal description describes a parcel of land, either lot 1, lot 2, lot 1 and 2, or it gives a survey meets and bounds description. Make sure it is essentially identical. And then when you go out to the tax collector's website, you likewise want to compare that legal description. Now, let me give you, for instance, a house that you're bidding on may well be sitting on two distinct lots that have separate parcel IDs. That's very typical here in my area, that lots are in the older sections of town are 50 feet wide by, say, 130 feet deep. And it's not unusual at all to have a house that is physically sitting on two lots. So the frontage is 100 feet, two 50-foot lots, but that each lot has its own individual property ID. So again, you want to look at that legal and know what you're bidding on. And it's very important too, when you're looking at the tax collector's website, that you know that you're reviewing the back taxes and forward moving taxes on all the parcels for which you are purchasing. The danger there is, the risk there is, that if you don't catch it and you bid on a property at foreclosure, again, there's no title search, there's no survey in these type of sales, there's no survey in a tax deed sale. It's very possible that you could purchase that property thinking you had a 100-foot wide front lot and then find out that, well, let's say in this scenario, you find out that the taxes weren't paid on the other side, and so you have a tax liability that you didn't anticipate. A very even worst case scenario, which you would be pretty rare, but it's entirely possible that you could purchase a home at the foreclosure sale only to find out that subsequently, months down the road, that it goes up for tax deed sale, and then you lose title to that one lot. So say that you believe that the taxes were paid on the lot the house sits on, but it has a adjacent lot that maybe the house encroaches onto, or maybe the shed's on it, and that lot has unpaid taxes, but you don't catch it because you're only looking at the parcel that has the house on it, and then you come to find out that it went to tax deed sale. Now, it's been my experience that the counties make every effort they can to contact everyone who has equity or some sort of vested interest or claim on the property prior to doing a tax deed sale. But, these title searches are done sometimes months before the tax deed sale. So if you've only recently purchased the property and it hasn't made it in, and the tax deed department has already done their title search, it's entirely possible that you're going to get missed and you're not going to get served, and then it's going to be a legal issue as to whether you would be able to get your property back out of the tax deed sale or whether the tax certificate would stand. I'm going to offer a video coming up on tax deed sales because there's some very interesting things that I would like to discuss. But for now, let's say you just want to make sure that when you go out to that tax collector website, or however you access the back taxes, that you understand what property you're looking at and that it agrees to the legal description on the legal docs as you understand them.
So there you go. We hope you found this informative. Be sure to join us next week for part 2 of the discussion. Don't forget to like and subscribe and sign up for our live question and answer sessions. See you soon.